ABML Morning Update. India-US trade deal swings the mood, equities cheer, and Indian rupee skyrockets. Global markets. US markets pulled back on Tuesday as investors dumped technology stocks and moved into shares more broadly linked to improvements in the economy. S&P fell 0.84%, while Dow dipped 0.34%. Nasdaq shed 1.43%. Most tech shares were in the red, including most of the Magnificent Seven names that have reported earnings so far. Pressure didn't only hit tech. In cryptocurrencies, for instance, Bitcoin fell and touched its lowest level since November 2024. This comes after it dropped below the $80,000 level for the first time since last April over the weekend. A rebound in silver and gold prices helped sentiment a bit, with spot gold up 6% and spot silver up 7% on the day. Gold and silver have been the most popular trades of retail traders this year. Big losses in silver last week raised fears that the trade unraveling would trigger a risk-off mentality for the group across the board. Investors this week are digesting more than 100 S&P 500 companies reporting earnings results. European stocks ended flat Tuesday as global markets settled following a short-lived sell-off in cryptocurrencies and precious metals. The Pan-European Stoxx 600 closed flat, with most sectors and all major regional bosses in positive territory. Domestic market. Indian equity indices ended on a positive note on February 3rd. At close, the Sensex was up 2.54% at 83,739 and the Nifty was up 2.55% at 25,728. GIFT Nifty trades lower by 83 points at 25,781, signaling a negative start to the trading session. India's textile and apparel sector, valued at $37 billion, is set for a strong recovery as reduced US tariffs improve its competitiveness against rivals such as Vietnam, China, and Bangladesh. Industry leaders expect double-digit month-on-month export growth in the coming months, supported by rising US sourcing and new trade agreements. With US tariffs on Indian goods cut from 26% to 10%, India now enjoys a clear cost advantage over several competing nations. This has already pushed monthly apparel exports to $1.5 to $1.6 billion, with total exports touching $36.6 billion in FY25. Knitwear hubs like Tirupur, which contribute a large share of exports, are ramping up capacity and hiring more workers to meet rising demand. Companies report renewed orders from major global brands and buyers returning after earlier disruptions. Diversified product lines and stronger domestic value addition are also helping the industry. While challenges such as global demand uncertainty remain, exporters see margin pressures easing and profitability improving. Overall, the tariff relief and shifting global supply chains are creating a favorable environment for sustained export growth and expansion in India's textile sector. Focus for the day. India PMI, EUR, CPI, Trent Q3 FY26 results. Key corporate development/policy actions. Solar Industries reported strong execution-led growth, with revenue up 29% YOY to 2,548 crore rupees, EBITDA rising 37% to 733 crore rupees, 28.8% margins, and net profit up 38% to 467 crore rupees, backed by a record 21,000 plus crore rupees order book. Varun Beverages reported strong Q4 CY25 performance, with revenue rising 13.5% YOY to 4,335 crore rupees and EBITDA increasing 10.2% YOY to 639 crore rupees despite margin contraction to 14.7%, while net profit surged 32.9% year over year to 260 crore rupees, driven by 10.5% domestic volume growth and healthy international demand. Bajaj Finance Limited reported net interest income up 21% year-over-year to 11,317 crore rupees and net total income rising 19% year-over-year to 13,875 crore rupees, while consolidated net profit declined 6% year-over-year to 4,066 crore rupees due to higher credit provisions and a one-time labor code charge, with underlying operational performance remaining healthy and asset quality stable. Adani Ports Q3 net profit rose 21% year-over-year to 3,053 crore rupees. Revenue increased 22% to 9,704 crore rupees and EBITDA grew 20% to 5,785 crore rupees, while EBITDA margin slightly declined to 59.6% from 60.3%. Fund flow. FII bought shares worth 54.26 billion rupees, while DII also bought for 3.45 billion rupees.
Investment in securities markets are subjected to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.